Yes, good morning. Here we will take some properties of ratio and proportion. What is proportion? We say numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion if, what is that condition? The condition is that if A is to B should be same as C is to D. If the ratio of A and B is same as the ratio of C and D, then we say A, B, C, D in that order are in proportion. Same thing we can write as A upon B equal to C upon D also. What does it mean? That if there are four numbers which are taken in such order A, B, C and D, then if A upon B is equal to C upon D, we say that A, B, C, D are in proportion. Okay. So this is about the proportion, and now we have to discuss here few very important properties of this ratio and proportion, which become the tool for solving very important questions. But first one or two basic ones, and then we will come to those important ones. We say they are in proportion. What are those properties? We say, we can also write that if you cross multiply them, you can say A into D is same as B into C also. So either you say this way, or you say this way, or you say this way, then A, B, C, D taken in that order, they are in proportion. It's very simple. We call that there is one property which is called invertendo. This is taken from this word invert. Invert means take the inverse or the reciprocals. If it was A upon B equal to C upon D, we can take the reciprocal on both the sides. It will be equally true. If A upon B is inverted and becomes, now instead of writing B upon A, you write B upon A upon, instead of taking A upon B, we take B upon A, and on the right side, instead of taking C upon D, you take D upon C. This statement is equally true, because here it was A into D, this product was equal to B into C, what you call it the cross multiplication. Here also you will say A into D will be equal to B into C, exactly the same thing. So either you write in this way or you write in this way. We say we can invert both the sides of the statement of equality, and you call this operation as invertendo. That is, this allows you to invert the ratio on both the sides. So what do you conclude? If that A upon B, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, it implies, that is what we can do, this is equivalent to saying that B upon A equal to that D upon C. This is what you call as invertendo. This operation which says that you can take the inverse of both the sides of the equality, and this will be equally true. You can observe from here. Okay, this will be one of the tools we will be using, and then I'll show you the application, how you can apply them to simplify your problems. So this is one of this property which is called the invertendo. Then we come to another. That property is called componendo. This is called componendo. These are the names of the operations which allow you to do these operations in a certain order. So what does it say? This componendo says that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then it allows you to say that A plus B, that is, we are adding the numerator and the denominator and keep the same denominator. On the left side I have taken A plus B, which means numerator plus the denominator, and divided by the same denominator as it was. And on the right side also you say C plus D, what we have done, numerator plus denominator, the same way as we did here, divided by the same denominator as it was. And this property componendo says that they are equal. I repeat once again, This property, which we call as componendo, says that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D, which says that the numerator on both the sides can be written as this numerator plus the denominator. Same way on the right side, C plus D upon B means numerator plus the denominator and keeping the same denominators. This property is called componendo, and it's very simple to understand that how it comes, how you can say that, how it is true. Let us just show. I'm writing just proof, means just let's see that how it comes to be true. It was so simple, like if you have that since we have started from the fact that A upon B is equal to C upon D, as it was, A upon B is equal to C upon D. These two expressions are equal. So what we can do, this statement A upon B is equal to C upon D as it was, and simply you add equal quantities to both the sides. And what is that equal quantity? Simply add 1, because in a statement of equality or in an equation, if you add equal values on both the sides, it does not change the statement, it will remain true. And see what does it come to be. This remains B as the LCM, and this will be multiplied, this will give you A plus B, this becomes D as the LCM of the denominators in the right, on the right side, and you get that C plus D upon D. So this is your statement, what we claimed here, that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, you can also use it as A plus B upon B equal to C plus D upon D. This is what you call as the property which is called componendo. Componendo allows you to make conversions in some kind of ratios which are given like that. You can use it this way also for some applications, for some useful simplifications, etc. We will take examples and show you that how it becomes so useful there. So I'm erasing it and taking another property, and then we will go to the final one. In the same, another property is called Devidendo. Devidendo. We are subtracting something else out of that. That if this says that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, as it was, either you said that A is to B same as C is to D, or you said A upon B is equal to C upon D, then what does this property say? Then A upon, then we can say A minus B upon same B, and this says C minus D upon D. What we have done in the previous one, it was C A plus B upon B, C plus D upon D. Here we are saying A minus B upon B and C minus D upon D. These two quantities are also equal if this is given to be equal. As simple as the previous one, you can say in the proof, if it was, we are saying that since this A plus B was equal to C upon A upon B, A upon B is equal to C upon D, then if you add, you had added the 1 on the both the sides, we are saying that if you subtract same quantity, which is 1 again, from both the sides, you will say C upon D minus 1. What shall you get? Take LCM, you will get B. This is A minus B, this will be C, and this will become minus D. As simple as that. Once again, that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, we can say A minus B upon B will be equal to C minus D upon D. This is what is called the property Devidendo, which allows you to start from this operation, this statement, and reach this statement. So this is the that Devidendo. And then comes that property which is combination of the two, and that is perhaps the most important property in this topic. Shall I erase? Yes. So these were simple proofs that how we can say, how we can assume these statements to be true. Now I am summing up both of them together and make one more property, which is the most important one. We say Componendo said that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, this implies that A plus B upon the same B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. And the Devidendo said same thing, that if A upon B is equal to C upon D, same thing, this will imply that A minus B upon same B equal to that side also the same way C minus D upon the same D. These are the two properties we just discussed. And now what we do, if you just take these two statements and divide the expressions left to left, right to right, that is combining the two, or you simply say dividing, what do you get? This is actually A plus B upon B. This is now A minus B upon B. On the right side it was C plus D upon D, and this was C minus D upon D. Simply we have divided this expression on the left side divided by this expression on the left side, and right side upon, sorry, this is to be corrected, this should be like that. That was not correct. And now when you have divided, what do you get? That A plus B upon B multiplied by this B upon A minus B on the left side, it was C plus D upon D, D upon C minus D. This B cancels from here, this D cancels from here, and you get that A plus B upon A minus B same as, or this will be equal to C plus D upon C minus D. So this is the final statement you take from here, that if, let us write this way, if A plus A upon B is equal to C upon D, now finally you can say then A plus B upon A minus B will be equal to C plus D upon C minus D. This final statement is called Componendo and Devidendo. We have operated both the results together, combined them and got it. So let us erase the remaining part which is not useful, I mean not required to state it directly, and we will be saying that if you will say, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus B upon A minus B will be equal to C plus D upon C minus D. Okay? And after this we will take few examples to show its applications, how important and useful it becomes. So this is a tool which is used for simplification of some good questions. Okay?